What is up, YouTube fam? TJP Fishing Outdoors. I know I went missing for a bit, and this is definitely not a fishing video, but we're back. Okay, I'm sorry. So my excuse is we were working out and everything, and I was gonna get ready to go fishing, right? Well, then we had, you don't see it anymore, but we had like 1.5 foot of snow, and the pond is still frozen. It was 60 degrees yesterday, and the pond's still frozen. So that's why we're not fishing, and now it's definitely not safe to go fishing. But today what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be making a cutting board, hopefully. I have it all written out on this piece of paper here, okay? The idea in my head and what's drawn out is really cool. It's gonna be a cutting board, and you can put it in the sink, you know what I'm saying? So before I update you on any more and get into the video further, I want to say the verse today, which is so fitting. It is 2 Corinthians 9:8. And God is able to bless you abundantly, so that in all things at all times, having all that you need, you will abound in every good work. And that's what we're doing today. We're doing some good work. So I'm sorry once again I disappeared. I know it's been very inconsistent, and that is not very good. And sorry, my hair's all over the place. Don't worry about it, okay? Don't worry about it. If you came here for good looks, well, I guess go look at a gym video or something. But we still got Gus and Hank. They are still doing their thing. I think my dog's a little weird. But sometime we should be able to come out here and hear some little ones, because we got some very pregnant mamas out here, okay? And I checked and nothing still. But an update on the sheep, they're right here. They're all doing sheep things, aren't you? Yep. So we got, let's see here. Who we got here? We got Peaches. We got Georgia. Yep, Georgia. This one, I can't remember your name. I think you're Lima Bean, maybe. And Minnie's over there, and Betty's right there. And let me tell you, Betty looks like she could just have all those babies all at once, you know what I'm saying? But I don't have anything. But they are all doing sheep things, laying around, eating hay, doing nothing, enjoying the nice warm barn. Of course, we have the door open, so it's as warm as it can get. But we have that door open for ventilation purposes. So this cutting board, probably gonna put it in a time lapse. Don't know how well it's gonna go, but the idea of it sounds really cool. Hopefully I've got everything measured out. I have it a little bit overlay. I don't really know, okay? I really don't know. I'm just kind of winging it and hoping for the best. And you know, you can always just make it into a bigger cutting board that doesn't fit into a sink later if it doesn't fit for some reason. So I did some research because I really wanted walnut, and guess what? You have to special order that if you're ordering that from Menards. But I got some aspen, okay? Very light wood here. If you guys know the vine behind that, that's the reason why I got it, if you want me to be honest. So I got 2 things of aspen here, and then I got 2 boards of maple, because I looked and I wanted walnut first. I wanted a dark and light contrast. They didn't have walnut. Cherry had to be special ordered. And so I was like, well, they got red oak and mahogany. And I was looking, and ChatGPT said for some reason that it wasn't as food safe, and it was like the grains was a little bit different in it. So, you know, not that we're gonna be cutting on the wood and eating straight off of it. Maple looks good too. You know, it's not gonna be as dark, but I think we have you guys have never seen a woodworking project in here, but we have some stains down here, okay? I think the natural or something pretty close to it. I think the natural or something pretty close to it will work. That's what we're gonna be doing. And then, so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna cut it to length, 17 inches. And then I'm gonna use the table saw. And then that planer, I believe, is only 12 or 13 inches. And I think the width of this is gonna be 15. So obviously, Common Core math, it won't fit in the planer. So we're gonna do we're gonna cut it, glue half of it, cut it, or we're gonna glue half and plane them at the same time. Get them close, because I want it 1.5 inches thick. I have my plans right here. If you guys can understand these chicken scratches. So it's gonna fit in the sink here. That's the dimensions of the sink, 14 by 16. And I'm making it 15 by 17 by 1.5. We have a 1/2 inch lip around there before it kind of goes up. That's what it would look like if you're looking at the end board. And then I'm hopefully going to cut out a little handle on the side. With that being said, sorry, I keep moving the camera. I'm going to figure out how to turn these lights on, and we will get, look at that, barely any lighting, but we will get right to work. Alright, I'll tell you what, that maple, that smells so good. Also, I should tell you, wear your safety glasses and earplugs and everything, okay? Rolled up my sleeves, took my watch off. And before I do anything more, I'm gonna tuck my necklace in. You gotta be safe, okay? I know it's freezing cold and I really wanna wear gloves. But wearing gloves is only just asking for danger, okay? And always make sure your saw comes to a stop before you do anything else. Okay, so now we have all of our wood cut to 17 inches, which is the length, okay? But they're all gonna be like this, okay? So we're gonna have to rip this down to 2 inches. So what I'm gonna do is go over that table saw and rip all these down. It said to do it first, rip it first and then cross cut it, but I think it's much easier dealing with this kind of wood than a 4-foot piece of wood. So also using a table saw, be very careful, okay? Use your guards. This one does not have one. Sorry. Use your guards and use your push sticks. Our power button is on the left side, okay? Don't stand in front of the saw blade. Stand to the left or to the right. Luckily, our guard is set up, everything's set up to the safety wise, if that's even a word, or literature. So, just in case you have kickback, which I am not going to be showing you, by the way, because that makes you poop your pants. But I'm just trying to find a place to set this so I can plug this in and do all of this. Boy, howdy, it's cold, I tell you what. I don't know what all these little blocks are for. Probably, my dad's probably got some kind of project he's doing. Also, we're going to be using the table saw again once we get it all put together and all of that. To do like this little right here, unless there's a router bit to do it. But you see that's what we're going to be doing with that cutting board. So it'll sit right on that. Sorry, I was really close to you guys too. Personal space. Did I say it's really cold? I mean, I tell you what, it is really, 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 really cold. Lock your wheels. Don't want this moving on me here. Okay, so once again, I'll turn you a little bit. I already measured all of this. Measure once, measure twice, cut once. But what I did was I measured once and bought twice. To use a table saw, if you've never used one before, you have your fixed guard or your rail, okay, and your blade. Don't turn anything on. You're gonna put your wood right up to that blade, and not that one. That one does the other one. You're gonna raise this up. Maybe. That's not it. That's the other one. That's the one you don't need to be moving. It needs to be at 0 degrees. And I got other stuff I want to build too. So anyway, sorry. You move this up until about a 1/4 inch, or just like that, where your blades are just over it. Luckily this has a little line on it. And then you're gonna move your rail or your fixed guard in to where it's like that. Right on the line there, right on the money. Clamp it down. And now for some reason our guard is a little off. So I'm gonna measure if we have a measuring tape around here, which I don't know if we do or not. Well, we don't. So we're just gonna hope for the best. Surely we got one right here. Okie dokie, artichoke. So this should be 2 inches, good. And this is 2 inches on that side. That's pretty good, okay. Make sure it's all good, make sure your thing's tight. What I'm gonna do is take this jacket off. It's freezing cold, but I can freeze for a second. I'd rather freeze than lose an arm, you know what I'm saying? So. So my line, my line is still on this. So it cut it a little bit short, which that's totally fine because that'll help with the planing, sanding, and all of that. It's probably 1/8 of an inch off. It started up pretty good and then it kind of went a little sideways there, but that's all right. Well, you know, nothing sanding can't fix. So we should have 4 light strips and then 5 dark strips. I don't know how many dark strips we're gonna have though. We're gonna see. I can't remember. It might have to be 9 dark strips too. I can't remember. if, okay, this is a very weird angle. If, I'm just gonna take you guys with me. So this is the design we're looking at, okay? I could put 2 more maple on the end. That's 1.5, okay? So this is what we're looking at. That'll put 1.5 here, which I think would be very good. And then, sorry, I'm thinking, so if I do 1.5, right now we're sitting at 9 1/4. So that will bring us up to 11-ish, somewhere around 11. Okay, which still isn't, that makes us way short still. But if I cut this down, we have 17 this way, correct? Which 14 is the width of the sink. So if we cut it down, right, it won't cover the entire sink, which might actually be good in the long run. Okay, but say we cut it down to 14, then we can place it in the sink that way. It just won't be, so say I'm looking at the sink right now, it'll be placed in it just like that. Whatever it covers up, it covers up. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut 2 more maples and put it on the end here. And then that's what we'll do. Alrighty. For some reason, oh, actually, we might have enough, because I found I have 2 more boards here, so that will add 1.5 inches. And 2 more boards here. If I don't know how much I'll get out of this, I might have enough. We might not have to do that. I think we're all right. Let me measure this. I don't know why I put an X there and an X on this one. Oh, because it's not long enough. That's right. Never mind. Haha. Psych. So we're gonna cut two more boards. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, all it is like Bob Ross said, just happy little accidents, right? So now we have it shorter, so it will fit this way in the sink. Okay, so I did 15.5. So I'm gonna cut all of these back down to 15.5. So we have that. So that makes our total width this way 10 5/8. So that'll be a little bit over half of the sink, which will be great. You know, you can set it on the end and whatever you don't have, scrape off into the garbage disposal. So, did I mention it's freezing cold in here? So. Okay, so we got that. So we're gonna lay it all out once again, just to make sure we're doing this all right. Okay. Then we're gonna glue it up, let that glue dry, and then plane it. That'll be a while though. We gotta let that glue dry. So all looks close, you know. I mean, so there you go. Man, that looks really good. I really like that a lot. This is what we're looking at here. Okay. Sorry, it's all dusty and whatnot. So we're gonna glue this up and then clamp it, let that glue dry. And then after a while, we're gonna plane it, make it all smooth across the top there. Figure out what to do from there. I'm back. It's glued. and dried. So we're gonna take this off, take these clamps off. Here we go, we have it. Okay, so now we're gonna just plane it. We're gonna turn it up a little bit. So these first couple passes should go straight through and nothing will happen. So, well, I gotta get it at least to where it'll take it off. Sorry that was, oh, sorry you moved on me. But sorry it's so loud. So we got it planed down. We got it planed down now, okay? To hope, I'm gonna measure, I lost the tape measure, it's somewhere in here. Also there's a vacuum right there that's very good, that would be a very good attachment for this. But it looks very pretty, okay? Very pretty. That maple really does look good with this here. I'm excited. I'm gonna clean up these edges a little bit with this radial arm saw, and then we should get to sanding, which will be pretty good. Alrighty guys, so I skipped ahead a little bit. I didn't show you, but what I did was I cut out the bottom of this, so if you look at it, it's got a little cutout, so it'll sit hopefully flat in the sink. And then I went ahead, sanded, stained it, because who wants to see me do the same process 5 times? So I sanded it all the way up to 2000 grit because I just wanted to try it. Okay, I didn't really know. So I sanded the top all the way up there. I only sanded the bottom to 220. Just because one, nobody's gonna see it. So, but I got my first coat of stain on it. I don't know if you can see it real well and how well the lighting does, but it does look amazing. It definitely deepens this grain here, and the end grain looks absolutely beautiful. So I'm very proud of it. All I have left, I used the natural stain for this, and then I might put another coat, see how it looks in the morning. I don't know. See how it looks, and then I will put wax on it, wax it, and it is so slick. I mean, let me tell you, this is the most slickest cutting board you're gonna find. Okay, but once again, we have some maple and aspen. Once again, I got it because if you know, you know. So it looks beautiful. I'm very proud of this. So there's that. I know once again it wasn't fishing, it wasn't lifting weights, it wasn't anything. Okay, and I do apologize. I'm trying to make the best with what I have. Okay, so if you guys like what you see, there might be more wood projects. I have no idea. Once again, my brain is all over the place. So you never know where you're gonna catch me, but I know you're gonna catch me on the water. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Take the rest of the day with you. Be sure to be subscribed if you're new. And I'll catch you guys on the water. Peace!